Hello, everyone, and welcome to JOJO'S Mojo. Guess who I have here with me? How do you know me?
Oh, yes, I know JoJo from Mupo Entertainment. We actually met through the 10X community. That's how I met Michelle. And then I was introduced to Joanna, and, very blessed to be on her show.
I'm really glad to hear that because I look forward to going into the nitty gritty in the show to help other people go from zero to hero. We will come back after the commercial break and we'll hear more from Reggie. We are back with Reggie Johnston. Welcome back, Reggie. The reason for my show is I want Reggie to tell us what his bottom was and how he has come back with a force to be reckoned with. Reggie, what was your bottom?
Well, that's a very good question. So my bottom was I was homeless, and I was basically in my addiction. I was strung out on drugs, and I was homeless, and I was alone and lost. And, I found God, and he saved my life, and I decided to reach out and get some help and change my life.
So what was the first step that you did in getting help? Because there's a lot of people in addiction now, especially with COVID, because the stresses are higher.
Sure.
People have lost their jobs. They've lost a lot of family members. And so we need to let the viewers out there know, what was the first thing you did to get help?
The first thing I did is I asked for help. Step one, So I asked for help, and, my family actually showed me some tough love, because when I was in my addiction, they actually told me I was not welcome there. And unless I was able to change my ways and to change who I was hanging out with and what I was doing. And at the time I wasn't ready for that. I didn't think, I needed to do that, and then when I hit my bottom, I realized, what, God has a better purpose for me. And it's not being out here alone on the streets and sleeping in a park on a bench, you know what I mean? Or wherever I could, so that's when I realized, with some prayer and being in that moment, I realized that I needed to change, and honestly, even before that happened, or excuse me, moving forward from that, I actually went in the hospital and was not here in many ways. And basically, I was brought back to life, and I think God, had a plan and a purpose for me. And I know what that purpose is now. And it's amazing.
Now, what is that purpose?
My purpose is to, I think there's a lot to help people through my story, where they don't have to go through those experiences. And I want to help as many people as I can with my gifts. And I think we all have gifts, and we can share those with the world.
Well, through your bottom and your gifts, what do you find where your gift is taking you since your bottom? Where is your gift taking you so far?
Well, I mean, that's a great question. As far as accomplishments, or
just going from the bottom, from zero to hero?
Okay, this is a great question. So It's taken me down many paths, he's put me, God has put a lot of people in my path, for a reason to help me accomplish goals, and get to the next level. And basically there's been a lot, and just trying to navigate the path to get there, however, I've got a lot of coaches and mentors that have helped me, get to the next level, and also, help impact other people, because I believe, it's not just you, the individual, it's a team, it's a group, we can't do it alone, it's a team, it's a group, it's a man upstairs, I think as we all work together, we can change our nation.
We sure can. Now, out of all the mentors you've had, which one sticks out the most?
Wow. That's a hard question to answer because there's several.
Okay.
I'll name a couple. So one would be Michelle Mupo, and another one would be Grant Cardone. And I would say Ken Jocelyn, and Cynthia Kahi. I believe that's how you say her last name. Those
Yep.
four in general have really been an asset to help me in my journey. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that's a lot.
One more would be Brandon Dawson. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've met, not in person, all of those people, and I have to agree with you. Michelle Mupo has really helped me grow as a person and an individual,
Sure.
and I need to do what she tells me to do. And we tend to be stubborn.
Yes. Well, I'm a Taurus, so it comes with being a Taurus, We're a little stubborn,
Yeah, but eventually we listen and we do what they tell us to do, and we can
Absolutely.
trust that we can do that.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because when we're at our bottom, we don't trust anybody.
That's true. Yeah. Well, because we're lost, right? So we're lost souls at that point, and then when
Yeah,
we're
it's
saved,
nice. Yeah,
we
it's nice to be found,
correct. I agree, 100%.
but we have to allow that.
Yes. Well, it is a choice, for sure.
Yeah, Jack Canfield's book, The Success Principles, that's the number one success principle, is taking 100% responsibility for yourself.
Absolutely. I couldn't
And
agree.
you've done that. You've done that, going from your bottom to where you are now. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm
And I
not
wanna
quite
tell
where
you-
I want to be yet.
No, you're not. That's
There's a
why
lot
we have
more to
JOJO'S
come.
Mojo, because in the last segment, we're going to talk about what Reggie wants to do for his future goal. And I look forward to getting there. But in the meantime, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with Reggie to talk about what kind of projects he's doing right now.
Wait, you want some more? Wait, you want some more? Okay. Wait, you want some more? Wait, you want some more?
We are back on JOJO'S Mojo with Reggie Johnston. Welcome back, Reggie.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it, and am honored to be here.
You are so welcome. On the break, we were talking about what angle Reggie and I wanted to go for our listeners. And we decided to go with the mentors because we were talking about our mentors on the previous section. And so what I want to do is I want to talk to Reggie about, we talked about his bottom, but I want to talk about his mentors. Your number one mentor, I think, is your mom. Can you tell us a little bit about your mom and tell us what she did for you when you were at your bottom?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She made me a book that kind of shows the journey of when they found me and moving forward out of my addiction, I guess you would say. And she put a book together. Let me see if I can hold up a picture of me and then, you know, the book, I guess. So here's the picture of me. And
Perfect.
then here's the book. Here's the book, like, you know, right
Wow.
here, the new life. So, and she put it in, you know, this fancy book here.
Oh,
So I'm very grateful for her. She's been a blessing in my life, you know, and she does a lot of sweet things. You know how moms are, you know.
I do. I can
Maybe
tell
I'm a
you're
little bit of a mama's boy, you know, but that's all
well,
right.
you know, I can tell you're close to her. I've been a caregiver of a veteran and my dad, and I've known a lot of people throughout my lifetime of a people person. And one thing I have noticed is when the child is close to their mother, when they're adults, they're
Mhm.
more communicative. They're more communicative. They can express their feelings more, their thoughts, because they were close to their mother.
Okay,
And that's a true gift.
awesome. Yeah, I'm super grateful for her and just the family in general. You know, they've been really supportive through my journey, you know, and so I'm looking forward to giving back.
That's exciting. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go into the next thing, books. You and I were talking on the break about writing our own book. There's a book that you told me about that
Yeah,
helps you guide your way through writing your own book. You want to tell
yes,
us a little bit about it?
absolutely. Yeah. So I got this at the bookstore. I don't know if y'all can see it there.
Mhm.
I got this at the
There.
bookstore, and it kind of gives you a step by step on how to write your book. Believe I got it at Barnes and Noble, and it gives you kind of like a step by step to write it down. And you know, a lot of things inspired me to write the book. One is The Power of Your Story, which was this is a book I got from a gentleman. Just a second. There. Whoop.
There you go.
There we go. So I got this from a gentleman when I went to the 10X Growth Con in Miami. I flew out there and met him in the suite. Actually, I'm sorry, no, this was in 10X Growth Con in Vegas. I had a suite out there being an investor with him through Cardone Capital, and met him, and you know, I was just inspired by him, and he gave me about his book, and he signed it, and he highlighted some stuff for me, and it really struck my heartstring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and because of people like Grant Cardone, Michelle Mupo, and your mentors, it really gives people a guide about how important it is to surround yourself around quality people, to surround yourself around people that are actually a little bit further along than you are in your growth and your rise, because you have to have an end point to your change.
Sure.
So between your bottom and now, what is the biggest thing you're proud of about yourself?
Finding my purpose. You know, having a better relationship with God, you know, and making a dream a reality. So that's you know, really, you know, I never thought coming from where I was before I'd be where I am today, and you know, obviously the direction that I'm going. So it's a true blessing.
It is a true blessing because my mentors tell me that inch by inch is a cinch, a yard by yard is hard.
Mhm.
We have growth stack drive. As a matter of fact,
Yes.
can you tell us a little bit more about Ken Jocelyn?
Yes, Ken Jocelyn, you know, he's fantastic. You know, he was a minister and he started Growth Stack Drive. and it really kind of breaks down the tools and, gives you, kind of a step-by-step on how to manage, you can't really manage time, but put things together so you can organize, it's the word I'm looking for, organize the way that you can accomplish many different things at a time. And also, Grant Cardone helps with that too, as well, with his calendar. Everybody has their own kind of calendar, but and it helps you get everything, together. And it's been helpful to me because now I'm accomplishing more in less amount of time. And, it helps with procrastination and different things like that. Because if you have it all written out, your goals, accomplishments, 1% better, grade yourself for the day, those are huge, and it can definitely help you move forward faster.
And definitely it's like you see yourself where you were and you see yourself now and you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe I came this far. And that's why I do my show, JOJO'S Mojo, interviewing champions, is because we have that champion inside of us. We have the ability to be whatever we want. My mom always said, I'm not worried about you, Joanna, because you can do whatever you want. And even though they had limitations in the previous generation with their generational issues, at least she sent me that message. And that's actually the message I want to send to our audience today, talking to Reggie, because it's very important to let you guys know you don't have to stay there stuck in the bottom and feel alone. Find somebody that you can reach out to, somebody you respect that could guide you. You might have to take a little tough love here and there and eat crow a little bit here and there, but you have to be willing to change and be uncomfortable in order to grow.
Absolutely.
And the Grow Stack Drive is incremental, not monumental.
Amen.
And I really like that part. As a matter of fact, I've been on a few of his meetings and they're really good. And so anybody looking to further their business, have high goals and achieve them, definitely Grow Stack Drive. Check it out.
Absolutely. And another thing that's been very helpful as well is Cynthia Kahi. I Can Do Hard Things. Her book is amazing. Words of affirmation have been very helpful too, because you got to talk positive to yourself, and it pushes those negative thoughts out of your mind, and then you're constantly thinking positive, and then sometimes, I've been attested to this. I haven't realized what I've accomplished already. Because you get that voice in your head saying, oh, you haven't accomplished anything, or what you may have, and then you're like, you're like, wow, but I guess for me, it's like, I feel like I'm on a journey, and I feel that I haven't reached my purpose, or I haven't reached my destination yet, so to speak. And I have a lot of big goals and a really big purpose and a really big goal that I want to do. And that's just, I have a passion for people. I want to help people, and I personally would like to impact their lives as well as other people and the teams and the groups of people we're with, so we can help change the world.
And you will.
Absolutely.
And I know that COVID was hard for people, really hard for people. However, in dark times, there is light. That does happen. There's two sides to every coin. And there's a lot of us that I realized that came out during COVID were brought together to grow stronger together so that we can move faster and progress instead of digress. And that was the good that came out of this.
Yes, no, I agree. I feel, my heart goes out to all the families and everything that have been affected by it. But yes, I feel that there is a lot of positivity that did come out of, this with virtual, in a way that people are communicating in those natures. I think that's a big positive that came out of this whole situation.
I think so too. And we're meeting all sorts of people around the world.
Yes, amen to that.
So the more people, the more good people, that energy is going to grow and grow and grow. And I'm really excited about it.
So am I. Yes.
I know.
100%.
Going to be wonderful. And Mupo Entertainment, we're going to be in every household around the world. And I'm really excited about it.
I am too. I am too. Yes. Hands down to Michelle Mupo for, being the mastermind behind this and getting all these wonderful people together, and then, allowing us to share our passions with you, as well as giving you the opportunity to share your passions with others.
And pass it on. All right. When we come back with Reggie, we're going to ask Reggie maybe one of his big goals for the future. We're not going to know how, but we're just going to set the goal anyway. That's what they tell us. After this commercial break, we'll come back with Reggie. Welcome back to JoJo's Mojo, where I have Reggie back here with me from Mupo Entertainment. We're going to talk about Reggie's show he's putting together that's going to come out in the future. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, absolutely. So I've been in the construction background, residential, commercial, and industrial for several years. It actually goes back even further than that. My family's been in construction for centuries. And so I was kind of been born into it. So I'm going to be doing a show called Reggie the Handyman. And it's going to be, it's going to have some entertainment. It's going to be funny, but it's also going to kind of like show you some things that we're doing. We'll work on very many, different projects throughout the valley and here in Arizona. So I just wanted to share that with people. And, they might even learn something out of it. And so there's going to be a little bit how to different things as well. So I'm collaborating with different people here in the Valley that are doing a lot to help impact Arizona and other people. So
that's pretty cool.
Excited about it.
Yeah, it's like Reggie the Tool Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that show?
Yep. Tim the Tool Man. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. For sure.
I love that. That sounds good. Now, if we were looking for you, how would we find you?
That's great. You can find me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, Johnston Enterprises on Instagram, Johnston_Enterprises. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter at Reggie Johnston 8 on Twitter. You can find me on, you can find me on, I have several different accounts, but you can also email me at regmanaz81 at Gmail, Reggie Johnston AZ at Gmail. And also I wanted to tell you about another project I'm working on. So I'm going to be writing a book, and it's gonna be a book about how basically I came from nothing to where I am today. But the whole part behind it is going to be how I was lost and I found God during my journey, and became a lot more spiritual over time. So I'm looking forward to that. 2022 is going to be a big year. There's a lot coming, so you'll have to keep your eyes out for that. And blessed to be a part of this community and have friends like Joanna as well and Michelle Mupo. So, I hope you guys can enjoy the shows and enjoy what's to come. We have a lot in the works, and we're just here to help serve and help other people and make the world a better place.
One show at a time.
Exactly.
I want to thank you, Reggie, for being on my show today, JoJo's Mojo. You can find us on mupotv.com, JoJo's Mojo. You can even go into Google and type JoJo's Mojo, Mupo Entertainment, and my page comes up. Reggie has his own page too as well. So I look forward to it being putting more and more on there. so that
Absolutely.
people can know a little bit more about you, because you're really awesome. And I also want to end by saying thank you so much for serving our country and bringing us peace and joy and freedom and fighting for us.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime. All right. Till next week, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern on Mupo TV. This is Joanna Singh. See you later.
Thank you.
Anytime.